margin, 38 points. Out of the middle, Armstrong for North again. High ball. Bounces off the chest of Roberts. It's still there. Shot for goal is offline and through for a behind.
Clever handle again from Glenn Freeburn.
You like him down there?
I think he's a former West Torrens player too, which has nothing to do with it. But that was just a smart gift to Roberts.
You talk about finals being won in bursts. North on a bit of a burst at the moment. Really, the momentum is clearly with them.
Yes, Eagles are more after goals this year in particular when they have done it. But yeah, it's hard to see it coming from somewhere though. Who's going to kick the goals?
Metropolis out of the back pocket to Waterman. Yes, that's been their problem for most of the season. And this sort of margin is tough for them, as we said at the half. Waterman goes towards the wing. Gehrig is up in front. Martin knocked it away. Ball missed it. Still McKernan knocks it. Only as far as Evans. Surrounded. Gave it away. Anderson slips away from Evans. Close to the line. Hugs the boundary with a kick. I think it pitched in the field of play and will be thrown in.
Well, Blighty, you say, where can their goals come from? There's Lee Freedman, one of Australia's leading trainers, watching on at the footy. And the two men for the Eagles inside the 50 are Matera, a wingman, and McKenna, who's kicked 5 goals all season.
Roberts directs it down. Follows up. Hard against the line. Behind.
Well, I'd like to say also that I know Siemens has had injuries and they've been out of form this year, but I mean, at least he gave them some structure at full forward. I think he's kicked 2 5s in the grand final, in both their grand final wins. So that, I mean, that's pretty important, quite significant, really.
Actually, just as I spoke, Matera's gone up to the centre of the ground, now back on the wing with Robert Scott following him. Here's Jakovic going for one of his familiar runs. Left footer by Jakovic to the 50. Ball. No mark. Gehrig the hand pass in. They're under pressure all over the place, the West Coast Eagles. Pike went without the ball, and that's a ball up 40 metres out right in front. So I think Gehrig has gone into the 50 now, and the only other man is McKenna, whose goal from a free kick earlier this quarter was just his 5th for the year. Loser goes out for the season. Simmons coming off for the Eagles. Battery replaced by Bond. Bit of a fumble back there. Good use of the body by McKenna. He uses Kemp. Concedes some ground. Here's Waterman. 55 metres out. Good long kick. Gehrig sets himself. And Heady. Play on, says the umpire. It'll be a baller.
It's pretty tight, you'd say that, wouldn't it? A tight goal square scrimmage.
Margin is 40 points. Here's the bounce. A couple of metres out. Fairley tries to knock it through. Gehrig stood up in the tackle. And they bring it away. Scholl's kick bounces back towards half-back. Stabbed back in by Waterman. Kemp's got it. Kemp would be about 40 metres out. The margin was 25 points at half-time. And that in itself was a tough contract. Only once this season have the Eagles come from behind at half-time to win. Against Collingwood way back in round 2. Kemp misses to the right-hand side. 7-4, 12-13. Anderson comes off. Blakey is back on.
Short pass to Martin. Mick Martin, game 150 today. To Schwass, who has just been sensational, Wayne Schwass. His left footer out to centre wing. 2-1 North Melbourne. Blakey can't take the mark. Archer there with him. Jakovic gets it away from Carey. Finds Mainwaring. His high ball to the 50. They get back there in numbers North. Mickey juggles it. No, didn't get first and second. He got first and third touches. Allison is there. Loses control. Kemp. Good hand pass. Gehrig. Run down by Scott. Matera's there. 48 metres out. Very high. Heady with Scholl. Scholl did well. Bounces off his chest. And he concedes a behind.
Yes, that's 5 rush behinds conceded by the Eagles, for North Melbourne. So they tend to play that defensive style.
Schwass again in the back pocket. Averaging 22 possessions a game this season. Not in excess of 30 last time these sides met. He's on that pace again as Rock goes towards Fairley, and Fairley bounces around the outer side, running it up towards the wing. Ian Fairley kicks down towards half forward. Two Eagles up in front. Metropolis a little worse for wear. Comes away now towards the middle, and Pike alongside the centre circle. They need something, and they need it quickly. Pike goes short. Hines has it. With a line up to square the attacking side of centre. Over to Hines.
There's no flow, is there?
No. Very much stop-start at the moment. Hines for space. McKenna low down, spilled it. Well done by Smith. Flicked it up to accommodate King to Fairley. Allison storms through the middle. Kicks towards the 50. Over the top ball, wasn't a mark. Lyle knocked it away. Freeborn again. Well done. Tries to paddle it out to McKernan. Ball slides in. Held to him. And the umpire wants it.
Well, then it's a terrific contest when you're outnumbered like that. For the forwards to keep the ball in their arc just gives the forwards now another chance. All the on-ballers to regather their breath.
When the crowd yelled ball, Jason Ball thought they were calling his name. Metropolis out of defence. Centre of the ground. Rock takes the mark. It's all North Melbourne at the moment. They lead by 38 points midway through the third quarter. Oh, that's a clever mark by White, backing into the pack. Back to Jakovic. Maybe a slight points advantage over Carey. Kemp crunched to the ground. Laidley playing on. 2 against 2 here. Chance for the Eagles. Oh, North, and Archer takes the mark. And a goal here would take the margin out to over 40 points. And you'd think there wouldn't be any coming back for the West Coast Eagles from here.
Yes, he's a slippery customer at Glenn Archer. He can take that special mark. He's strong. He's courageous. Just more times, you know, just the 10th touch. But playing half forward, lining up for his 3rd goal. It's a pretty significant contribution from the youngster.
Glenn Archer only 20 metres out. North have kicked 8 out of the last 9 goals.
That was the season that was. The complete football review. Coming soon on 7 Sport.
The Mitsubishi Grand Final Sale, whoa, is now on. That means, whoa, free air conditioning on 7-seater Nimbus. Oh, and whoa, great deals on Lancer. But best of all, Magna goes for the whole Grand Slam with free on-road costs plus 2 years free scheduled service. That's a saving of up to $2,000. So, see your local participating dealer today and score a great deal on a new Mitsubishi.
Qantas Big Red Specials. Huge savings to places like Sydney, just $169 return. Or the Gold Coast, $299 return. Better hop to it. Sale ends September 27. Call your licensed or after travel agent or Qantas now.
All of this, total quality management, customer service, productivity, is important to all of us. But out there on the floor, there's one very high priority. Without it, all these great ideas are just that, ideas. Talking about safety, absolute 100% safety. Because if our people get hurt, our business gets hurt. Everybody suffers. Safety. Think it, talk it, work it.
Dash, we missed it. What about the pictures?
After your first cup, every coffee top-up is free, because old-fashioned value is nothing new at McDonald's.
Hello?
The special edition Jeep Cherokee Classic features all the luxuries that you'd expect from Jeep, plus a few extra, such as a 6-stacker CD player, 30 CDs of your choice from Brashers, and more, all at no extra cost. But remember, it is a special edition, and a classic model like this is sure to be a hit.
Lois is furious.
Stay away from him.
Superman's found another woman.
I only have eyes for you. Please try not to drool.
What will Lois do to get him back?
Do I detect the scent of jealousy?
Lois and Clark, 7:30 Monday on Channel 7.
So we're talking 44 points now. Ball beaten by McKernan, worth a kick down towards half-forward Archer. He's got 3 goals, feeds it back. Armstrong off a step, bounces it down towards the pocket. Longmire up in front. White's there too, knocked it away. Archer again. Brennan. Well, he set Djakovic a task, and Carey came over the top.
Oh, don't the North Melbourne people love that.
The roles reversed. Carey with the sit on Djakovic. He's taken this mark about 40 metres out.
That's incredible. Just 2 marks for the game.
Yes, but it's the way they play. You know, I mean, a pretty honest play. The defender will always win that contest when it's kicked up in the air.
Kicking at his first goal of the afternoon. And this would just about do it. He kicks from the 50. It slides right across the face. Big pack at the fall of the ball. It's still in. Roberts flicks it across. Archer on his knees. Nicely done. Freeborn dragged down. It bounces across the goal face. White tried to trap it. It's out of bounds alongside the behind post. It's a beleaguered defence now. The Eagles really under pressure. Verbal as well. Fans are celebrating. There's the boundary throw in. It's premature at this stage, but North looking winners. Carey went down. Rock's got it. Flicks it over the top. Schwass, he'll kick this on the afternoon he's having. No, misses.
Well, he did kick it. You were right.
Technically. Thank you, Malcolm. 13-14, 7-5.
21 possessions too. It's a big game. When he's at his aggressive best, isn't he? You can see it in his eyes. And provided he doesn't go over the top, he's just such an efficient run-through line player, isn't he? Dash.
93, North lost an elimination final to the Eagles by 51 points. Their only other meeting in a final. They're certainly making up for that. And the margin might be 51 or more the other way. Oh, excellent mark to McKernan. Slides off the hand pass to Laidley. North running amok at the moment. Oh, Bain Waring almost. The hand pass to a stationary Metropolis. Floats one over the top to Hines. He's caught by Schwass. So his hand pass astray. Waterman. Out wide towards the southern stand side. Punch from behind by Freeborn is disciplined. Here's Matera in a more accustomed position out on the wing. The hand pass to Kemp. Back to Peter Matera. He kicks him from here. Oh. On the bounce to Turnbull. Waterman in the centre. Lyle. Very high ball. 2 against 1, North's favour. Martin did well. Anderson just back off the interchange. Kicked by Anderson. Back to the centre. He hasn't kicked well today. That's not bad. Archer juggles. Archer marks. 92-47, North in front. Archer to Lombard. Almost. Mitchell White mops up to Lyle.
Archer's become a real factor. Again, as if on cue. To Fairley, the defensive side of the wing, not a particularly good kick intended for Schwass. Worsfold waits behind, needs support. Turnbull coming up from half back. He's got problems. Elects to punch it, gained about 25 metres. Laidley in trouble, feeds it back. Nicely done. Smith to Anderson. Not a particularly good kick, but they'll control it. Freeborn, quick hands. Armstrong away. Armstrong, probing kick. Carey! No, he dropped it. It bounced back to him. Brennan comes away. Boots it to the outer side and Gehrig. 13-14 to 7-5. Gehrig decides to go for a run. Look at that. He's much taller, but he pulls away from the man chasing him. Kicks inside the 50. An in-front ball. Not paid the mark. McKenna cleverly to Hines. Vacant goal square. This could run on. It bounces once, twice, and pulled up. Oh, and it's missed off the ground down there by Evans and finishes up another force behind. Well, how about that? Bounced on its point and came back.
That was just at the other end of the ground, if I can go back to that. Just, yeah, just not your day, is it? Absolutely not your day. But Kerry jumped early that one down there and nearly played it. That's what I was going to get back to, yeah.
It was almost like a mark Michael Roach took. He had to reach down for it. We got up so high. Here's Smith. Long kick to the centre wing, southern stand side. Gehrig at full stretch. The Eagles have kicked just 1 goal in this third quarter. Not nearly enough. McKenna to Evans. This time Evans gets the goal.
So there was just a token of applause from those Eagles supporters. Certainly outnumbered the North Melbourne supporters. And if it was going to happen, it had to happen very quickly. And I guess they need another 2 now, 2 in the last 3 minutes of this quarter, to give themselves some chance in what would then be a desperately tough last quarter. Tony Evans with 2 goals. Broke his nose early in the game, but a nice goal then.
38 points the margin. McKernan wins in the middle. 3 minutes to three-quarter time. Brennan's there. He is crunched by Archer, who's been winning the football and making some really hard contests. What a tackle on Turley. It goes North's way through Blakey. Off the ground, McKernan floats the hand pass. It'll come back in his direction. There's Blakey. Paddles it out wide. Robert Scott back towards the goal square. Good kick from there. Was it touched? A goal by Scott.
8.5 hours of unforgettable finals. Don't miss Seven's Footy Marathon Grand Final Eve.
Oh, our favourite Songs of Love record. Where will I find another one? Yellow Pages, of course. Thank you, darling.
On May 19, 1995, an RACV insurance assessor went to see burglary victims in Broadmeadows. He got there to find the usual electrical goods had been stolen, along with every last stitch of the family's clothing. So our assessor wrote them a cheque there and then for $1,000, just to cover them till their claim was settled. He then organised a new microwave to be delivered that afternoon to warm the baby's food. We entrust our home assessors with chequebooks because we know you'd rather be given a cheque than the runaround. It's just one more way RACV Insurance treat you as a member, not a number.
Holden makes the only Australian car to provide the protection of an airbag for both the driver and front seat passenger. That's why there's nothing quite like a Holden.
Into the car, help Mum get into the seat.
Should I give the kinder a call and let them know you'll be late?
No, it's fine.
Sure.
See you soon.
Why are you so angry, Bubby?
I'm sorry, darling. I'm not really angry. We're just in a hurry to pick up Sam.
Where are we going?
It's just a different way, darling. It's a bit quicker. Oh.
Are we already there yet?
Yes, we are.
Tom Selleck isn't your typical cowboy.
Is everybody in this country as butt ugly as you?
But this isn't the typical West.
We're lost.
Nope, know exactly where we are.
A stunning outback adventure. Quickly Down Under. 8:30 Monday on 7.
Well, North looking very strong, even with a subdued weight carry. Could it be the last of the West Coast Eagles we wonder for season 95? Here are the highlights of the final term.
White to himself. And then to the centre of the ground. Waring in front. The ball easily punched from behind. McKernan through King it goes. Freeborn for goal. There's another one. Robert Scott from centre wing. Archer once more. Right on the 50. Perfect kick. 4 goals, 1 in each quarter.
Unlike Kempy started very well, Metropolis. This one holding up in the breeze. Anderson. Simmons got very high. Schwartz, oh, brilliantly done. released Armstrong. Kicks to the advantage of McKernan. Corey McKernan disputing with Schwass, the best on the ground. He kicks another goal.
Short exchanges. Wait for the long one to half forward. Here's Anderson just behind the centre circle. He goes short to Blakey. Blakey, if he goes long, will be well inside half forward. It is a long one. Carey's there. Didn't get first touch. Hits the ground. Dwyer just on the ground. Paddles for Longmire. Out in the pocket. Concedes some ground. King coughs it up to Ball. Mainwaring. Good gather by Blakey. He lines up the goals, gets around Kemp, approaches 50. John Blakey, cap it off.
I think it's a goal.
I think it's a goal. It is.
Michael Brennan from about 60 metres out. Long kick, offline, heady, deep in the left full forward pocket, snaps it. That's a great goal.
Dwyer. 48 seconds left. Kick by Dwyer towards half forward. The body work goes on. It comes off hands to Gehrig. Long left footer by the ex-Wodonga kid. Inside the 50. Slap back out. Luckily to Matera. Brennan. And he's got it, Michael Brennan. He'll finish on a high note. Well done. Well, if that is his last kick in league football, let's hope not. A broad smile. He's finished like Roger Merritt did.
The 1995 AFL